This is Dr. Farmer. I wanted to take a moment to go over the feedback that I offered after the first exam. I'd like to thank the people who participated in the feedback. Um, Unfortunately, we only have 3 people who completed it. And just so you all know, I wanted to show you all what I actually received so that you know I don't know who says what. I only see what you actually write. All right. So thank the 3 people who completed the feedback. And here's what you all had to say. The first question was, what about this course has been most interesting or enjoyable to you? I love reading about the history of African Americans because I feel like I've never been taught about them before. The most interesting, enjoyable part is the cultural differences and similarities. I've really enjoyed reading the material on the course. So the books seem to be a positive for students who did the feedback. What do you like least about the course? I like everything because I'm learning a lot in the course. The thing I like least about the course is the repetitive discussion posts, as well as the deadline being Tuesdays in order to have the responses posted for both posts. I will address that. I think that's a valid point. The reason that the requirements are that you post your answers by Tuesday is that if I didn't have them due on Tuesday, then and people waited till the end of the week to post their answers, then no one would be able to respond to each other. So the reason the answers to the questions are due Tuesday and the responses aren't due until Friday is so that people actually have something to respond to early in the week. I've actually tried it different ways. And when I had everything due by Friday, people would wait until Friday to answer the questions and then scramble to try to respond to people, but there weren't many things to respond to. So that's why they're staggered like that. It's based on experience with having taught this class and my other online classes for a while. And then the other person said, I wouldn't say there's anything I don't like about the course. Question 3 said, were there any things that you were expecting from the course that you're not getting? I'm very happy that we have our books. They're helpful. There are not any things I was expecting that I'm not receiving. And no. The last question asks, what suggestions do you have for the course? I.e., would you like to see changed or improved? The first thing said there's no changes needed because I like the way the course is set up. I appreciate that. I would like to see a different type of test method for the exam, and then I enjoyed the course the way it is. Um, I appreciate the person who said I would like to see a different test method. I've actually tried different test methods with this class in particular. Those of you all who've taken my other online classes know that I usually have multiple choice questions in one essay, but for this class, I have all essays for the exam. Um, Initially, though, before student feedback, exams were not open book. It's important to note that now exams are open book based on student feedback. I don't know another way to really test you all on the material. I think having open book, giving you the questions prior to the exam, makes the exam really accessible and increases the likelihood of success. So I think when I considered this question, I wanted to make sure that people understood how the exams work. So really quickly, I'd like to take you to the content section, and you go down to exam 1 and you see the study guide for the exam. These questions are available from the beginning of the semester. All right. What I recommend, and then if you go to by the way, if you go to the second exam, the exam questions are available for exams 2 and 3 already. If you go down to exam 2, collect on the content, select the question. You see the questions that will be on the next exam. All right. So what I recommend that you do is you go in and as you're covering these chapters, you write your answer for the question. That way, when the exam time arrives, you're not trying to create 7 answers for questions. You already have the answers, and it's only time to kind of fine tune them Or even if you've already written the answers, you just, when the exam time arrives, you just write your answers into the questions during exam time. All right. But I don't recommend waiting till the a week of the exam to try to answer all of the questions, because that's going to be really time consuming and it's going to affect your preparation for the exam. All right. So, by the way, students used to have to write the answers, memorize the answers, and then write them from memory instead of being able to use their notes. So, hopefully, that helps with the next exam that comes up and the final exam. I appreciate those who took time to give the feedback. If you have any questions, as always, my office hours are available. If you don't know how to get me for office hours, simply go to the syllabus, which is in the content. Start here, syllabus, and you see here, Dr. Farmer's office hours. If you hit that link, you see all of my office hours that are available. If none of these times fit your schedule, send me an email. I will find a time to do it. The other thing is you can go into future weeks if you want by hitting the arrows, as well as select more time by selecting this. You can do up to 2 hours. There's no reason for us to do a 2 hour meeting, but you can adjust the time from 15 minutes to more. I hope this has been helpful. I look forward to the rest of the semester being productive and successful.